So sitting on your seat, on those sitting bones, reaching your spine up to the ceiling, feeling nice and extended, turning the palms up and just bring them up above your head and grab one wrist with your hands and stretch up. Inhale and stretch up, and then grab the other wrist with your hands and inhale and stretch up and come down. Good, let's start with 3-point breath, 3-part breath. Breathing into the belly and exhale. Again into the belly and exhale. Into the belly, open up the ribs. Release the ribs. Contract the belly. Open the belly, the ribs. Release the ribs. Contract the belly. One more with the ribs. Breathing to the belly. Open up those ribs. Release the ribs. Contract the belly. Now we're going to go all the way up into the chest. Breathing into the belly. Opening the ribs. Opening the chest. And release the chest. Release the ribs. Contract the belly. One more like this. Breathing into the belly. Opening the ribs. Opening the chest. Release the chest. Release the ribs. Contract the belly. So because we're working on moving through the Sfirot, just keep your eyes closed. And while your eyes are closed, just continue this 3-part breath, filling up the belly, opening the ribs, opening the chest. And just breathe it in and out on your own time. So while you're breathing, I just want to introduce the Sfirot of the day. Today is the 40th day of the count between Pesach and Shavuot. And we're in the week now of bonding or foundation, Yesod, connection. And we're in the day of Hod, in connection. So it's Hod. Hod is the aspect of surrender, the aspect of surrendering, doing things in a way of ease and without so much forcing and pushing. And the quality, the bigger picture quality, the bigger picture midah is connecting, bonding, establishing bonds with oneself, with the earth, with the environment, with a partner, a friend, a spouse, one's kids. Hod Sheba Yesod is an easefulness and giving into the flow of a connection rather than working it the way it would be with Netzach, Sheba Malchut. Of course, this is also connection to ourselves, connection to Hashem, connection to the earth, being connected to things. So just while you continue breathing, I just want to read the poem for today about our connection to all that is. It's called Small Contribution. It's also from Dana Falls. Each one of us is woven tightly in the tapestry of life. I used to think my thread could be readily discarded. One thread in a billion threads, who would ever notice? But the beauty of the cloth depends on all of us. No superfluous material here, no excess thread to cut off and throw away. every strand is irreplaceable. How different to live as if each small contribution matters to the whole. So I kind of like that. I felt that's part of our connection to all things, and how all things are connected to us. So let's get some fire going. So breathing in, out. Switch hands. Different hand is going to be in front each time. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more. And up and down. Good. Let's take the right hand out to the side. Left arm goes up. Stretch the side body. Push up. Reach up. Exhale down. All over to the side body. Up. We're going to go forward. Lift up. Let's go forward. Forward, forward, forward. Walk our hands back. We're going to go up. And we're going to go back. Hands are pointing forward. Hands go down onto the ground. Feel your palms pressing into the floor. Lift up and relax. Come up. Hands down. So if we're feeling connected to all of creation, feeling connected to this incredible universe around, just like when we shake the lulav, we go this way, forward, back. So to in yoga, we go in all these different directions, connecting to your future, your past, what's in front of you, what's behind you, your masculine side, your feminine side, what's above, how you reach up, what's below, how you stabilize. So arms up. Left arm down, over feminine side, up, over masculine side, over. What's in front of you? Inhale up. What's behind you? Ground down, press up, lift up. Reach up. What's above you? Ground down. What's supporting you? Let's do all that again. Reach up, right side, solar side, come up, lunar side, reaching up. What's in front? Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Come back, up, reach down, press, lift, come up, reach up, reach down, press down, and feel how you can really press into the ground. Good. Let's do it one more time. Up, over, up, exhale, over, up, forward, inhale, up, back, press down and lift, up, down, push. Once more to the left, and then we'll be done. Over, up, over, up, forward, stretch, up, back, and relax. Let's do the twist and then we'll complete the series. Left hand to the right knee, twist all the way around, come forward, right hand on left knee, stretch your back up, turn to your back, come forward. Here we are. Lift and out. Let's take our legs out, stretching them out, loosening up, getting those knees just hitting under you. Let's just get some moving, move, point and flex the feet. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Sitting on those sitting bones, feeling the heels of the resting gently on your mat. And we're going to come up, reach up, exhale, find that under the soles of the feet, drop the head down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Holding those toes, let's pedal the toes, pedal, 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 pedal forward, 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 pedal forward. Let's sit up. Maybe we can push those feet a little further forward. Lifting up. Over the ball. Exhale. Pedal, 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 pedal. Let's do it one more time. Lift up. Over the ball. Drop the head. Maybe the feet can stretch out. Maybe not. If you're not able to reach your toes, drop your hands here, drop your hands here, drop your hands here. I'm going to come forward, pedal, 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 and then drop the head. So we were working on these connections. Now we're just going to settle into the release. And up. If I sit this way, and you see, I'm going to lift up my knees just a little. And stretch them out. Lift up into dog back. Roll the head down. Stretch out the legs. Lift up into dog back. Straighten the legs. Drop the head. Lift up into dog back. Straighten the legs. Drop the head down. Last time. Lift up into dog back. Drop the head down. Straighten those legs out. And sitting up. So let's just move from here onto our knees. So here we are on our knees, putting the hands behind our lower back, lifting up into the beginning of a camel, lifting up, coming down, lifting up, rolling down, lifting up, rolling down, one more time, lifting up, rolling down. So we're going to do some cat and dogs here. If it's hard on your wrists and you want to continue to sit up like this and do your cat and dogs like this and save your wrists, I know some of you have issues with your wrists, so you could just do your cat and dog seated. If you don't mind putting pressure on your wrists, we're going to come down onto all fours and do our dogs and cats here. So dog back, flatten, cat back. 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 Dog and cat. We're going to stretch into puppy pose. Stretching forward, bringing the chest down. Nice stretch. Bring it back up. Next time, we're going to come into extended cat. So breathing into dog, flattening the feet, lifting up that cat, and then pulling back into the cat. And then we're going to get ready to move into downward dog. Now, I want to just show you a variation. If while we're going into downward dog, and it's hard for you to put your hands on the floor, you can always do your downward dog on a chair and do downward dogs using a chair. So that is a modification available to anybody who needs it. So from here, we're pushing up into the downward dog and moving the legs, bending one knee, bending the other, bending one, bending the other, bending one, bending the other. And let's move into up dog and back into down dog. So you can do these on a chair too. Good. So we're coming forward, dropping into up dog, back, coming forward, up dog, back, coming forward, up dog, back. Let's do one more time. Forward into up dog, back into down dog. Let's drop into our knees, onto our knees, sit back. And we're just going to be here for a couple moments. So rolling those shoulders, letting the hands just loosen up, feeling those wrists, other wrist, press the wrist away, lift up and down. So let's do an animating breath. We're going to go up, two more. 1, 2. Good. So let's press up into our downward facing dog and then we'll come into a stand. So pressing up into downward facing dog, walking, 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 and then bringing the hands back, back, and rolling up, up, up. Okay. So here we are in a stand. So let's get a little bit louder tempo. Good. So just start letting your heels and your toes and your knees and your pelvis and everything, let it just kind of go. Just move, 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 shake it out, move, move, move. Good. Coming still, coming into stillness, pressing the legs together, lifting up. My ankles are supposed to be together, but I see that they're separating. And dropping down. So lifting up and dropping down. Two more like this. Lifting up and dropping down. And lifting up and dropping down. Good. So let's do some rolling forward, loosening up the spine. So we're just going to loosen those knees. We're rolling forward, and rolling up. Inhale up. Exhale, soft knees, roll down and hang. Flat back. Exhale down, lifting up, hands down the center. So these are called sun breaths. Let's keep them up. Nice warm up for the back. Breathing in and up. Soft knees, exhale down, hang down, inhale up, exhale down, lifting up and down. Let's do one more. Soft knees, inhale up, exhale down, flat back, exhale down, and now we're going to go into sun salutation, or the rest of the sun salutation. Let's take the right leg back. Here's our runner stretch. Let's introduce a variation right away. We'll just lift up as we're turning to look towards the left side. And take that left leg back, push up. Good. Let's take the right leg, lift it up under the belly. Lift it up under the belly. Lift it up under the belly. Lift, under, lift, under. Kick it up. Let's come into pigeon. Bringing the knee all the way through. Flattening the leg in the back. And picking up the back in our pigeon pose. Good. So let's hook the toe in the back. Come back up. Step the right foot forward. Now we're going to lift up to the right side. Drop. Step that left leg forward. Coming up, 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 all the way up, and down. Good, let's do all of that, leading with the left side. Here we go. Breathing in and up. Now let's open that chest. Big embrace of the world, big gathering up of the breath. Soft knees. Come down, flat back, drop it down. Breathe in, flat back. Exhale, drop down. Now the left leg is going back first. Lift the right arm, turn to the side. Lift it up, drop it down. Take the right leg back. Good, now we're taking up the left leg. Lift it up under the chest. Lift it up under the chest. Up, under, up, under. Two more. Up, under. Last one. Up, coming into our pigeon pose. Here we are. We're lifting up into pigeon. Lift, lift, lift. And then just being in pigeon for a breath. Rounding our hands, hooking that toe in the back. Pushing up, back. Now, stepping the left leg forward, lifting up. Here we are. And dropping that down, stepping the right leg forward. Here we are. Getting ready rolling up, arms out to the side, and coming down. Let's shake it out. Just jumping, moving, shaking, moving the lymph. As we hear, we're moving the lymph. The lymph doesn't move on its own. Good. Let's take a wide stance. Coming up. Big gather. Up. And let's give the wrists a little rest if they need a rest. We're going to do some goddess poses. So the knees are coming down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Last one. Inhale. And while we're in this pose, so feeling your connection to the ground, feeling your netzach and hod legs really supporting you, we're going to kind of move into this feeling this twist. So you can do one arm in front, one arm in back, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the rest, to the right, to the left, to the right, one more on each side, left, right, straighten up those legs, and just softly fold forward. Coming up, and down. So let's continue with different variations on our salutation to the moon, to the sun sequence. So let's go. Here we go. Breathing in and up. Nice lift up. Let's interlock the fingers. I'm interlocking my fingers like this. Let's reach them up, over to the left and up, over to the right and up. Exhale, coming down, soft knees, come down. Before we take either leg back, let's just hang down in this forward fold. Just hang down in the forward fold, feel your knees soft. Maybe you can wrap your hands behind your upper thighs, drop your head, and just be here. Rock into the toes, rock into the heels, rock into the toes, rock into the heels. Just hang out here. A pose of connection, Yesod, connection to yourself. Pod is a release. And then hands go down. Right leg back. Left leg back. Push up into your downward facing dog. And let's come into 8-point pose. So we're dropping the knees. We're going to drop the chest and chin and come up into Cobra. So dropping chest and chin, stretching out into our Cobra pose. Engage grappa. Look over your left shoulder. Head forward, look over your right shoulder. Head forward, up onto your knees. Pull it back into child's pose. While in child's pose, let's walk the hands over to the left. Pull the hips to the right. Come center. Walk the hands to the right. Pull to the left. Good. Up onto all fours. Push into the downward facing dog. One knee, other knee, one knee, other knee, one knee, other knee. Stepping the right foot forward, stepping the left foot forward, rolling up, arms up, and down that center line. Let's do one just like that, leading with the left leg. Here we go. Breathing in and up. Big gather. Exhale. Down. Drop. Come up into flat back. Drop all the way down. Take the left leg back. Take the right leg back. Here you are. And let's take it into plank this time. Holding in our plank. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. How long can you hold it? Good. Dropping onto the knees. Pulling a little back. Let's just stretch back into child's pose. And then coming up. And we're going to go from here to 8-point pose. So dropping chest and chin. Stretching out into Cobra pose. And then let's come back and just hang out in child's pose for a couple moments. So here we are in child's pose. Let's just walk down and lay down on our chest. And we're rocking that lung massage that I've mentioned so many times before. Just rock, rock, rock. And let's push up into Cobra and lay it down. So coming off your wrist, making a little cushion with your forearms. Let's lift the right leg up and drop. Lift the left leg up and drop. Right leg up, drop. Left leg up, drop. Let's send out the left arm together with right leg. Inhale, up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. Switch sides. Now it's the left leg and the right arm. Lift, exhale. Lift, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Let's push up into Cobra. Let's come back into child's pose and just feel that lower back stretching out. You're going to come back onto the belly and work the lower back and the back muscles again. So, stretching forward, stretch out to the side, to the left, stretch out to the right, and we're going to come forward. There we are in Cobra. Let's hook the toes, bring it into up dog, and then just lay down. I'm just getting myself back. Just lay down. And here we are. So loosen up that back. Loosen. Let the pelvis just shake itself left to right, left to right, left to right. Take your left leg. Grab hold of the foot and stretch out the right arm. And just get those muscles stretching towards you. You're stretching all the muscles in your front quad. And release. And the other side. Pull those muscles down Pull that foot towards the buttocks. Stretch out the left arm. Good. Your hands are on your chin is on your hands. Let's do windshield wipers. Okay, so now we're going to reach back and stretch it out. Reach back with the right hand to the right foot, stretch it out. And now let's try for both feet. We're going to try for bow pose. So I have my hands, I'm holding onto my ankles. I'm lifting my front body off the mat. And then I'm lifting my thighs also off the mat. And here I am in bow. Maybe I can rock my bow. And maybe my bow can rock sideways. Sideways, 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 sideways. Let's stretch out. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push up into Cobra. Use grappa so your lower back doesn't hurt. Coming up. We're going to go back into Child's Pose. Rest in your Child's Pose. Just take a couple deep breaths here. Let's come, a couple deep breaths. And let's just take an opposite stretch by pressing into the pelvis, the hands behind the pelvis, and just pushing and lifting and coming into a supported, on knees farmer's pose. And let's come down. So I want to do that series again so we can feel that bow. Let's take the hands behind and just roll those shoulders back and release. Roll those shoulders back and release. Roll those shoulders back. And now let's go back and try that bow pose again. So see that the neck is nice and loose. Swing it side to side a little before we start. Okay, here we go. We're moving forward. We find ourselves in, let's take a plank pose. And let's just stretch it into downward facing dog. Stretch it into the dog. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Here we're in our plank. Drop the knees, chest and chin. Here we are, straight. Let's roll that buttocks. Before we go for bow again, take your fists, put them under your thighs, make little fists. Right where the thigh meets the thorax or the body, let's lift up those legs. Lift them up, drop them down. Your fist is like a fulcrum. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop. Last time. Lift up, drop. Good. Bend the left leg up. Bend the right leg up. On the inhale, lift up the front body. Lift up those thighs. Lift up. Rock it side to side. Rock it forward and back. Let it go. Stretch out. Hands under the shoulders. Push up into our Cobra. Hook the toes into downward facing dog. Walk the dog. Walk the dog. Walking that dog. Walk, 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 stretching the back. And let's do a little jump to bring our toes between our hands. So bend those knees and jump up. And here we are, standing up. So I hope that you enjoyed that little sequence. It's working the back, working a lot of strength in the core, in the back as well. Good. So let's work on a balance that's going to use some of those same muscles. So I'm just going to turn around. If we lifted up our right leg and caught a hold of the right ankle and just hold on to it. Nice and straight. Lift up your left arm. And that's the balance so far. And drop. And drop. Other side. So you need to look at something. Reaching down, grabbing hold of that. Now we stretch this on the ground, so we've sort of warmed up to it already. Lifting up, pulling that foot right up to the buttocks, stretching out, lifting up, and dropping. Now we want to take that balance a little further. So we're going to take that right hand, grab hold of the right ankle, stretch up the left arm, and kick that right arm, kick that right leg away from you. Away, 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 away. Just King Dancer balance pose. And come down. Good. So if you can't do this pose and you need a strap, I'll show you how we can do the same pose with the strap after we've done the left side. So, or if you're having difficulty with the pose. So we reach down for that left leg. Focus on something in front of you that's not moving. You're going to lift up. You're going to kick that foot back. You're going to reach up. The foot's kicking back, kicking back, kicking back. See how much away from you you can kick that leg while you're reaching forward. And there we go. So if we wanted to do it with a strap, we could take the foot and loop it underneath the strap. We're doing right foot first. Either we could just do it like this and lift up the corresponding leg, the corresponding arm, and then we could kick it back like this. And that's one way of doing the pose. For advanced practitioners, you can use the strap to help you on the way to grabbing your foot with both hands. So we use the strap like this. I'm going to use the strap like this. And then you move yourself into King Dancer. But you want to get your hands walking down that strap almost till you could hold your foot. But I don't feel my back and leg is ready to move all the way down to holding my foot. But if somebody feels that flexible today, this is the way you can get into it. So you You have your hands on the strap. You kick back the foot in your regular king dancer, and then you're taking your arms. I can't look at you and do it at the same time, so I'll have to look ahead. Taking your arms down the strap as you lift the leg up. So that's that. So let's just take, if you have a block nearby or a support before we go down, let's just do our little forward fold with support, nice soft knees. Take your block, just bend down and let your head just find that block. You can heel toe your feet so you get a nice wide stance. Put your head on the block and just rest. And then when you're ready, you're going to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And we're coming down back to the floor. We're coming back to the floor. So here we go. So here we are. It's going to be really nice to get back on this floor. Good. So thru Yesod. Connect to that floor. Feel yourself just connecting to that and bonding to that which is supporting you. Now, the place in the body where your sword actually operates is this whole pelvic region. So let's do pelvic tilts. Lift and tilt the pelvis back and then drop it and tilt it forward. Tilt it back, drop it forward. Tilt it back, drop it forward, tilt it back, drop it forward, tilt it back, drop it forward. Hug your knees to your chest. Hug your knees to your chest. And we did a lot of lower back stuff today. So just to release that lower back, let's push the knees away, pull them forward. Push, pull, push, pull, reverse, push. So we're reversing the direction of these little circles. And then drop the knees down. So still working in that pelvic range, pelvic area. Let's move into some bridges. So let's go nice and slow. We're going to lift up into a bridge, lift the arms up. And if you can bring your feet together and your thighs together. And then as you come down, the arms come down and the pelvis drops. Let's lift again. Lift up, drop down. Lift up, drop down. Two more. Lift up, drop down. Last one. Lift up, drop down. Hug those knees into the chest. Hug, hug, hug. And to give yourself a nice twist in the lower lumbar spine, let those feet, the knees just drop all the way over to the left side. Hip looks to the right. And just feel that twist in the lower back. Stretch out the left leg along the mat so that it can intensify. And back. Hug the knees to the chest. Hug, hug, hug. And let's drop the knees over to the right side, turning the head to the left. And just breathing in and stretching that giving a little twist to the lower lumbar. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And then coming back. Let's find happy baby pose. Now, we can do this with a strap or without a strap. So if you are able to put your hands between your thighs, between your knees, and grab onto your big toes, so you can do happy baby pose this way. So you're grabbing onto your toes and you're doing it like this and just massaging your lower back. If that's too challenging for you and you need a strap, you can use a strap and then you can just rock holding onto the strap. But in either event, it's a great pose. It's a relaxing pose. Just feel silly. Ha ha ha. He he he. Ho ho ho. Where. And then drop the legs down. So last pose before Shavasana or Shavasana. Stretch out the right leg. Hug the left leg to you. Bring the right leg up. Stretch the left leg out. Bring the left in. Stretch the right out. Right in. Left out. And just to give you a little challenge before we end, let's just stretch out and in. So this is working core. Stretch out and in. Stretch out and in. 2 more. Stretch out and in. 1 more. Stretch out and in. Hug. Rock. Drop your feet. Stretch them out. And we are ready for Shavasana pose. So you're lying on your back. Feel how you can sink into the floor. Feel how you can give your permission to all your bones to stop holding you up, to just let go. Feel if you can imagine your muscles just melting off your bones as they kind of slide off your bones and slide into the floor. Feel if you can imagine yourself just dropping your head down into the mat, just letting the floor totally receive the head as it just drops down into the floor. Drop your shoulders down into the floor, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Drop your upper back, your mid back, your lower back, your lower spine, your sitting bones, your pelvis, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and your heels. Just feel them all really heavy and just sinking into the floor. And find your breath. Watch the breath coming into your nostrils and moving out of your nostrils. Have your eyes closed. Your eyes are closed. And you're just feeling yourself moving into a nice deep relaxation. Nothing to do, but just be right here. Your breath builds up. You're filling with life-giving breath. And as you exhale, you're releasing. Getting rid of anything you don't need to be holding, any tension. Breathe in health and vitality. Let go of any holding or tension. Breathe in health and vitality. Let go of any holding and tension. Breathe in health and vitality. Let go any holding or tension. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And if you want to stay in the space of lying down on the floor, you can. Otherwise, you can slowly start stretching your body out. Stretching the body out. Bringing some micro movement into that body until you roll over on one side. And slowly bring yourself up into a seated position. And just feel yourself sitting upright. Your hands on your knees, your eyes closed, your body relaxed, your spine nice and straight. And just sit here in a meditative pose, a meditative state, just breathing vitality and relaxation in, and letting go of any tension or stress. Breathing in, connection to all that is. Letting go of feelings of isolation. Feeling bonded and connected to all that is. Feeling connected to every part of creation. Feeling connected to the sun, outside, the clouds, the trees, the grass, the breeze, the butterflies, the berries. Each one of us is woven tightly in the tapestry of life. I used to think my thread could be readily discarded, one thread in a billion threads, who would ever notice? But the beauty of the cloth depends on all of us. No superfluous material here, no excess thread to cut off and throw away. Every strand is irreplaceable. How different to live as if each small contribution matters to the whole. We are all connected. We are all part of the oneness. We are all part of Hashem. That's what Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad is all about. The Echad means that I'm connected with you, you connected with me, we're all connected in one big connection, one big connectedness. En od milvado, there is nothing else but that oneness, we're all a part of it. What's in front of us, our future, what's behind us, our past. It's all part of oneness, because in absolute terms with Hashem, there's no future or past. what's to the left of us, what's to the right of us, our lunar side, our solar side, our masculine side, our feminine side, they're all part of us. And we are part of Hashem. It's all good. The light and the dark, it's all part of Hashem. Sometimes there's darkness because we need to go out of the sun so we can think more clearly, cool off, slow down, take time out, hibernate. You don't have to put a judgment on it. Life is a cycle, different parts and different aspects to it. It's all part of oneness. So let's take our arms out and bring our hands onto our hearts. Bring our hands onto our hearts and just feel connected, bonded in a humble way, Sfira of Yesod, connected and bonded to all that is, to Hashem, to everyone who was practicing with us, to all of humankind, to all parts of ourselves. It's all part of the connection. Shema Yisrael, let all of Israel know Hashem Elokeinu, God, all aspects of Him, the transcendent, the immanent, the part that's way up there and bigger than me, the part that's right here with me in a blade of grass, in my smoothie, in my body. Hashem Echad, it's all one. Shalom, shalom. Thank you for practicing with me.